Okay, Gary, everybody is connected to the big screen.
No
Then we
niin.
can start the class.
Okay, then we can start. Very good. Hyvää huomenta kaikille. Good morning to everyone. If you still can, you can join in also with your picture, but if you can see from the big screen, then it's very good also. Now, nyt minä näen siellä ainakin 12. Meitä on yhteensä 12. There is all of us is all together 12, 13, 12, 13. It's very good if you can join with your own picture because then I can see also your name, that's who is there. But it's great that you are having the big screen, so in case you cannot join, then you can see from there. Hyvää huomenta kaikille. Hyvää huomenta kaikille. Good morning to everyone. Kaikille means to everyone. Nyt minä näen, että siellä on, just a minute, yes. Randhawa, Zainab, Irfan, Eman Irfan, Kubeib, Navid, Sakib, Shariar, Hussein, Zain ja Zainul Abidin is on ja Farah Batul. Those I see now on in my screen, and of course I see the whole classroom there, the picture of all of you. Tänään meillä on aiheena verbit. Our subject today is verbs. Minä olen tänään aika väsynyt. Minä olen tänään väsynyt. I'm tired today. Olen väsynyt, and I think you can hear it from my voice sometimes a bit. It's like cracking a bit, but I try to speak clearly. Minä olen väsynyt. I will put this into the chat box. Quite useful sentence. Minä olen väsynyt. It means I am tired. I am tired. Yeah, but it's okay. Everyone can be tired once in a while. This is mostly due to this week in my school here in Finland. The school building, well, this school is Turun Ammatti-instituutti, the Vocational Institute of Turku, and we are having a lot of school buildings, different buildings around the city. But this building that I work in, we had language and mathematical tests here on Wednesday. And those there were lots of people attending to the tests, and these tests are for people who don't speak Finnish as their first language. They have some other first language, and Finnish is something that they have learned as a second language. So in a test there were like 150 people applying to different working fields, different areas of studies, like cleaning and maintenance area, and beauty and hairdressing area, and food supply area, and what else? Textile and fashion, and when there is this kind of tests, it means that I have a lot of work to do to go through all the tests. But the thing that I'm telling you this is because during the test days, I also saw your friends who are here at the moment from Pakistan. So I saw the students. They came to say hello to me. Let me click if there is some microphone up. Yes. So I met the students who have arrived here during this autumn to work as a healthcare assistants. So I met them actually, yeah, Wednesday. And it was very nice to see them. They were they all seemed quite happy and doing quite well here. And it was great. I just wanted to say hello to you from them. Of course, I think if you know some of them better, you have got messages and everything. You know better what is going on here. But I had a chance to meet them live on Wednesday. Hopefully someday we will have the same situation with you, that we will meet in real life in here. Okay, but that was the greeting part today. Also, already Wednesday, last Wednesday, in our class, someone asked about the test. Test is coming next Friday, next week, 28th of November. So then you will have your second Finnish test. And I must say that for now, in a test, you have to be a bit more creative than last time, because you have to make some sentences or fill in some sentences in a test. But I will show you what is going to be in a test. And of course, for Dr. Saira, I will send her the full information of the test also today to Saira's email. But this one I will put to your Padlet, and let's go through it now so everyone knows what you need to practice for the next week. And just remember, when you are in a language test, you don't need to know everything, every little detail. It's most important thing is to go forward and understand most of it and be able to do most of it. And so if you are a person who is aiming to perfection, then just give some mercy to yourself, and just remember that it's enough that you not know, like maybe if you know 80 or 90% of everything, it's very good result. New language is always a difficult thing. Like at first, you have to think about it a lot, and most important thing is to go forward, not what is going on in one test. But also, I think your teachers there, they want to see that you progress, and that's very, 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 very important. Okay, I'll share with you this one, and I'll try to explain to you what is going on in a test. Yes. Can everyone see it now from the big screen? Can you see it, what I share? Yes. Thank you. Hyvä. So, test will be in next Friday, 28th of November, 28. päivä marraskuuta. Testi on suullinen testi. It's oral test, so you will speak. Same thing that's last time. You will come to me, meet me on a screen, and then we will speak for a while, and then it's done. So you know already the system. So, mitä testissä kysytään? What will be asked in a test? Mitä testissä kysytään? As I told you before, mikä and mitä, those question words, they can vary. So this one is the same question word in a different form. Testi means test. We can also use the word koe, exam, exam. Kysytään is a passive form of the verb kysyä. And I try to pay your attention to also these little details. I know you want to go already to the thing that what is going on, but every moment is a chance to understand the language a bit better. Ensimmäinen asia, first thing. When you come to the test, I will again ask your name because I always do that so that I don't mix up with anyone. And then sinun täytyy esitellä itsesi. Sinun täytyy, you must introduce yourself. Esittele itsesi. Esittele itsesi means introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. It's a few weeks ago when we have practiced these kind of things, but this is something that you need to learn, little speech about yourself. And it's very useful that you can say these basic things. Kerro means tell. So introduce yourself and tell who you are. Kuka olet, who you are. Missä asut? Where do you live? Where do you live? Who you are, who are you? Where do you live? Where are you from? Where are you from? Mistä olet kotoisin? Where are you from? Mistä olet kotoisin? Kuka olet? Missä asut? Mistä olet kotoisin? Minkä maalainen olet? So, minkä maalainen olet? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? So these questions are quite close to each other, but just pay attention to know the difference. Missä asut? Mistä olet kotoisin? Minkä maalainen olet? Mitä kieliä puhut? Mitä kieliä sinä puhut? What languages do you speak? Mitä kieliä? What languages? So when you practice this, introducing yourself, then practice or to say all the languages that you speak. So, and then, mitä opiskelet? What do you study? And this one is actually, because we have been talking about hän opiskelee suomea, for example. He speaks Finnish, he studies Finnish or something like that. But in this one, I would like you to put it like this. Minä opiskelen, I study. I want you to use your profession, what you are studying to, what are you aiming at? So in this program you are in at the moment, you are studying to be a healthcare assistant. So in Finnish, you put it like this. Minä opiskelen hoiva-avustajaksi. This we haven't really practiced yet, but this is what you can say to this one. Minä opiskelen hoiva-avustajaksi. I study to become a healthcare assistant. I study to become a healthcare assistant. So this sentence or the end part of it might be new for you in this form. Of course, you know hoiva-avustaja is the name of the profession. But when you are saying you are becoming that, you are studying to become that, you have to use this looking ending, go as e. Minä opiskelen hoiva-avustajaksi. So you put the professional name first, hoiva-avustaja, and then you add ending, go as e. Hoiva-avustajaksi, to become that. For example, if you study to become a teacher, you say, minä opiskelen opettajaksi. You know the word opettaja, teacher. I will only ask you, Kubeib, it's a very good question there in chat box. I will just say to you, please introduce yourself. Ole hyvä, esittele itsesi. Esittele itsesi. So then you can speak. I won't be asking this separately, but you just practice this so that you can just introduce yourself without me asking the questions separately. So I only say, esittele itsesi. Ole hyvä. Please introduce yourself. Ole hyvä, esittele itsesi. Something like this. Of course, in a situations, my words might vary a bit, but something like this. Ole hyvä, esittele itsesi. So it looks like something like this. And then you start telling who you are, where do you live, where you're from, what's your nationality, what do you speak, what do you study. And it doesn't matter if you say this in different order, no matter. It's just what is in there. And if you forget something, I'll try to remind you. Then I might ask you the question. Okay, but then you are saying, you had said maybe everything else, but you forgot to tell what languages do you speak. So then I might ask, mitä kieliä sinä puhut? So I try to help you if you forgot something. But try to tell to introduce yourself so that it's up to you what you start telling to me, and then if needed I will help you. I'm not trying to put you to a situation where you should remember everything, all the questions and everything beforehand, but this kind of thing, when you introduce yourself, it's quite useful to be able to say a bit longer list without the helping questions also. So let's try it. That's the reason why we do it this way, that you speak first and then I help if needed. Okay, that is the first thing. It takes a few seconds for you to speak it through. Then you will have a thing like this. And this is something that we are going to practice today. We are going to do some word wall exercises and to operate with these verb type 1 verbs. Verb type 1. You will also learn today, well, you have learned already today before, but today and next time, you will learn verbs that do not belong to verb type 1. They belong to verb type 3. And verb type 3 verbs, I won't be doing this thing with verb type 3 in this test. I will only ask you verb type 1 verbs so that it's possible for you to follow the system with those verbs. So in a test, this is now an example, so there might be very different sort of sentences. Just remember that what I show you now, it is an example. So for example, I will show you some sentences like this. He. I will show the sentences from the screen. And in here, you see an empty line here, and then you will see the verb in its basic form. And of course, you will see the whole sentence. He, and then you have to put something there. And Ruotsissa, which means in Sweden, And you have to take this verb and try to say it in here in a correct form. What is the form? How you conjugate it? So there might be a thing that's okay, you are confused, you don't remember what it means or something. But the first thing now is to conjugate it correctly. Don't worry if you don't remember immediately what it means, because you can conjugate it anyway if you remember the system, how to conjugate. So, for example, asua, you have to check that who is the person. He, they. So obviously you need to know also the personal pronouns, but you know them already very well. So asua, they, and then you have to remember, you take away the last vowel and you add the personal ending. So in here you would say, he asuvat Ruotsissa. And then you think about it for a while and then you say the sentence to me. He asuvat Ruotsissa, for example. Like this. He asuvat. This is what you say. He asuvat Ruotsissa. You think about it for a while and then you tell me what's the correct answer. Then I will show you the next sentence. Then I will show you the next sentence. For example, well, in here you see opiskella. Well, I'm not actually going to ask you opiskella. I know you are going to, you know how it goes, but this is actually verb type 3. But these are just examples. Basically, I will ask you, you can't hear me. Everyone has disconnected. We can't hear you. Emin Irfan said that. Is it nobody you can't hear at all? Okay.
We can hear you, ma'am.
You can hear? Okay. Some of you maybe can hear you.
Yes,
okay. Okay. I'll keep on going forward, and if you can't hear me, you can try to follow from the screen. And of course, try to check the recording later. So, me, if you have a sentence like this, if I show you a sentence like this, me, and then you see it's opiskella and englantia. So first thing is to check that who is the person. Okay, it's me. And then you have to remember how to conjugate it with me. And with opiskella, it would be me opiskelemme. This exact verb, I'm not going to ask because it is verb type 3 verb. You know this one, how it goes, but I'm not going to ask this one because it's a different verb type. Okay, so this is how you do it. Then I will show you the next one. Then I will show you the next one. Next sentence, for example, te, and then there is itkeä, paljon. If you remember, itkeä is to cry. And then you have to check, okay, and then you think, it's te, meaning you, in plural, okay, this is Finnish plural, and then okay, verb type 1, you have to take away the last vowel, and then you have to put some ending, and you think, okay, it might be itkette, okay, and then you tell me the sentence, te itkette paljon, and that's how it goes. I will show you only one sentence at a time, so you don't see all the sentences. You only see one sentence, and you can concentrate on that sentence. But verb can be any verb that we have talked together, and that belongs to verb type 1. So if you have forgot how to conjugate those, then this is very important that you study that. I'd say that introducing yourself and being able to conjugate the verb type 1 verbs, it's the most important thing in this test. Okay, then this is the positive sentence, but you also need to know how to use a negative sentence and how to conjugate that. We will review that together also today and practice today, so don't worry, also next time. But for example, the same thing continues. First, I will ask you the positive sentences, and then I will give you some negative sentences. For example, this one, minä, and you see, okay, there is word urdua there. You remember what it means very well, better than I do. So then when you have to conjugate negative, you have the negative word, a, and then you are having the verb. And with verb type, with all verb types, you must remember now that when you say something negative, you conjugate actually this small negative verb. This is the thing that you actually conjugate. This is the thing that you change. So if it's minä, I, you don't put it in form A, you have to put it in form minä en, because with minä, you use the letter N, minä en. And then the form that you take from the verb, it is the same looking form as minä form would be, but without N. So, let me show you. If I would say minä puhun, this is how you say I speak. Minä puhun. So you are having the N here, and it's related to minä. But now, when you are saying some negative sentence, you find the correct form, what to use from the verb, by taking off minä, and you take also away letter N, like this. And then this is what you are left with. And this is what you use with all negative sentences, with all persons. You use this one. So, minä en, and you put this one, puhu. If it would be sinä, then you only conjugate this A word, this one negative, this one. And you would say sinä et puhu. So the verb stays the same in this looking form, puhu, and you only conjugate en, et, ei, emme, ette, eivät. We will practice this today, so if you don't remember it, don't worry. If you are now like, whoa, I can't do it, I don't remember, don't worry. Today you will, after today you will, because we will practice today. So, the sentence that you will tell me would be, minä en puhu urdua. This is what you say to me in a test. And this stuff that you have to go, the thing that goes into your mind, you don't have to tell me what you are thinking. You can only tell me the answer. Minä en puhu urdua. Then I will give you the next sentence and the same thing there. So, sinä, and you check, okay, there is negative A, and the verb is istua. Sinä, you have to say et, sinä et, because sinä comes with T. And then you put in the verb, and the verb form you will find from minä form. So, sinä et istu. Sinä et istu tuolilla. Sinä et istu tuolilla. You don't sit on a chair. You don't sit on a chair. So this is how you do it. And then in here, A and kirjoittaa. Kirjoittaa is to write. It actually has, this one has the KPT variation there, KPT change there. That one you don't know yet. But I won't put these KPT things into the test. So this is just an example. I will give you easy verbs there to do. So hän, just check. What is the person? Who is the person? Okay, hän. With hän, you actually use this form, hän ei. And then you have to make minä form out from this, kirjoittaa. And minä form without n looks like this. Hän ei kirjoita. He doesn't write a book. Hän ei kirjoita kirjaa. He does not write a book. He doesn't write a book. Or she. And then you tell me the sentence. Hän ei kirjoita kirjaa. So all of this that you see there in a test is one sentence by time. I only show you one sentence on the screen, and then I scroll, so you will see the next sentence. And I will scroll, and you will see the next sentence. So you can always just concentrate on one sentence. If you need help there, I will help also. But first of all, I will listen. That's how does it go. Can you start forming these different forms? Okay. When you're practicing these things, it's very useful to use the word wall exercises, because there you can do it like multiple times and do it again and again. Okay, then the last time, this is kind of, I think it's easy thing for you, but you need to practice the vocabulary, the little vocabulary from Hauska tavata booklet that we practiced, maybe was it last time or time before that? It's on page 16 ja 17, sivut 16 ja 17. There was the picture looking like this. On that page, you will see the picture. You remember this, right? So there is the teacher and there is the Ebba person there studying, and there are these items all around the classroom. So those items, those furniture and stuff, things around there, the vocabulary we wrote, like pöytä, ikkuna, lattia, tuoli, ovi, those little things, practice those. And then I will show you some pictures on the screen, and I will ask you, mikä tämä on? I didn't put it into this, didn't put any pictures there now into that info material, but I might ask you something like, I will show you a picture of a phone, and I will ask you, mikä tämä on? Ja sinun pitää sanoa, you must say, se on puhelin. But the picture will be on a screen. I'm not going to show you some chairs from here, but I will show you some pictures of, for example, a chair or a book or a bag, or what would there be? A window or a chair or a lamp, something like that. So, and then I will just ask you, onko tämä laukku? And I will show you a picture of a window, and I will ask you, onko tämä laukku? And you will have to say me, ei, se ei ole laukku. Se on ikkuna. It's a window. And I might show you a picture of a phone, and I will ask you, onko tämä kirja? And you must say, ei, Inkeri, ei. Se ei ole kirja. Se on puhelin. Well, if it's a phone, you say it's a phone. So this is the thing we did last time. It's not so very, very hard, but of course you have to remember some words that if I show you a chair and you don't remember what is tuoli, what is a chair in Finnish, then you might miss up something there. But otherwise, it should be quite funny and nice exercise there. So in here, you don't have to read the sentences. I will show you pictures and I will ask you questions. Onko tämä? Or mikä tämä on? And you will say, se on. And then you will say something. It is something. Then again, the thing that I also evaluate in a test is the fluency, like the last time. Last time in a test, you did it so well. You were amazingly good with this fluency, because everyone had time to do also the little extra thing there. So also this time, if we have time, if it goes so fluently that you still have some like half a minute there, then I will show you this last thing also. So this thing, so where you have to make these questions, if the time is up after the first three questions, then we'll end up there, and that's it. But if you are fluent enough, so we will have a bit time, then I will also ask you to make these questions with ending ko. This is a thing that everyone might not have time to do, but if we do, then you can do this also. So I will show you again a sentence and ask you, tee tästä kysymys. Make a question out of it. Make it a question. And you remember that then you have to use this ko or kö ending to make the question there. And I will, for example, show you a sentence. Sinä asut Englannissa. You can read it for me first. Okay, sinä asut Englannissa, and you think how to make it a question, and then you say the correct answer. It would be, asutko sinä Englannissa? Do you live in England? Or the sentence could be something like this. Te istutte tuolilla. You can read the sentence to me first, and then tell me the correct answer. How do you make it a question? And then you say like, okay, istutteko te tuolilla? In this task, you just have to remember that this is the important part, like person and the verb. And when you are making a question, you change the places and add the ending. Rest of the sentence stays the same. So only this here, the change happens in here. So this is just for your information, though, so that when you read the sentence, you can just read the rest of the sentence as it is there. But we'll see how it goes. That do we have time to do this or not? So that's pretty much it. What is going on in a test after viikon päästä, viikon kuluttua, in a week. After a week, we will do this thing. The thing is that I check in a test the fluency and the accuracy. Do you get the things correctly? Are they understandable? And of course, I will try to listen. That can I understand what you say? And based on what I talked with you last time and how you have talked during the classes, you have no problem in pronunciation. You have absolutely no problem with that. You can just say things because you pronounce very well. So, and don't worry if you don't need to get everything perfectly. Language is about communicating, interacting. So that's the most important thing if we think the whole overall thing. But try to practice so that you get it quite fluently, so you will have time to do it quite quickly. The test, I mean. Haluatko kysyä jotakin? So a lot of information I've tried to pour in for you at the moment, but haluatko kysyä jotakin? Would you like to ask something about the test or something like that? If you get any questions during today's class or on next Wednesday, you can always interrupt me and ask if something pops up to your mind, if you are not quite sure what's going on. And you can write the questions to the chat box, or you can just interrupt me and say, hey, Inkeri, just take your microphone off and say that you have a question. Feel free to do that every time. One thing about the test, there are sentences there, like these ones here. It's quite important that you can now conjugate the verb, even if you don't remember what it means, you can conjugate and you will get points from that. But if you can also translate the sentence, if you understand what it means, you can tell me it in English also in a test. It's always good that you remember and you know what you are speaking. But I try to keep these two things a bit separately in this test, because I want you to focus on conjugating and learning the process, how it goes, or learning the logic there behind it. But in a test, if you know what the sentence means, he asuvat Ruotsissa, just please tell me immediately in English then, okay, they live in Sweden. I know what it means. And then I will also know that you follow the sentences and you remember already the meaning of the vocabulary. Me opiskelemme englantia. We study English. Te itkette paljon. You cry a lot. Minä en puhu urdua. I don't speak urdu. Sinä et istu tuolilla. You don't sit on a chair. Hän ei kirjoita kirjaa. He doesn't write a book, for example. Just remember that sentences can vary a lot. Everyone is getting different sentences. Well, not quite everyone. Maybe something like I have 4 or 5 different sets of sentences, and it's random that which set you will get when you come to the test. Okay, that's about it. I will put this information to the Padlet, to the section where there is the information about the test. Okay, I will show you something from the Padlet, and you have also the homework you have done last time. I want to go through that one with you, and then we will start practicing the verbs. Let me show you the Padlet. Katsotaan yhdessä. Let's see the Padlet together. So the Padlet is at the moment, it's looking like this. So when you open it, this is the first page. You quite know it quite well, probably because you have seen it many times. Remember that you are having the sections, different sections here. And in here, you will see the test information. This is about the last time, and I will put in here the test information about the test number 2. If you want to check the notes from the classes, what we have been talking about, you can find some of them from here. Hopefully you have made your own notes. They are probably better than mine, and you have more information in your own notes. But this is just something that I have wrote there during the classes. Remember that there might be some spelling errors there or something, because they are not full. I haven't checked them through. They are just notes. Then you are having some internet exercises. Okay, this is a bit misleading thing here, because it mostly means that it's not exercises, but there are mostly videos here. And in here, last time I put also the video about these demonstrative pronouns, tämä, tuo, se, nämä, nuo, ne, demonstrative pronouns that you learned last time. Probably we didn't talk about the linguistic name of these pronouns, but that's what it is. However, here is a quite good information video of those pronouns. So if you don't remember those, or if you want to, just please check the video from here. It's a very, very good video. The person is explaining things in English. And then this section, homework section, it's starting to being quite long, and you have to scroll downwards to find what's the last thing we have done. I could also change it other way around, so that the first thing would be what we are doing, what's the last thing we have done. But I want you to scroll. I always want you to scroll, because when you scroll it down, you see what you should know already. So at the same time, when you go downwards, you see in this homework section that, okay, we have talked about verb to be, and ordinal numbers here, name and nationality. Okay, some vowel harmony stuff you know already. More about that. Some homework, where are you from? More word wall exercises about personal endings. Okay, this you know already. Then some practices about right forms of verb forms. What is the correct personal pronoun? And then we are getting to the thing that we have been talking lately, verb type 1 verbs, making questions with go and ge ending, more sentence exercises, picking up the right form. And then this is a thing that we will go through next, the sentence exercise. And these are the last two ones that I have put here, and we will also check these today. We will practice these together today. So when you scroll down, just pay attention to all the things that I kind of assume that you already have. So don't forget everything that's done. Just try to keep them with you all the time. So maybe it helps when you scroll down, you see kind of overview what you have learned already. Okay, katsotaan nyt tämä kotitehtävä. Let's go through the homework now, so you will get to speak. I have spoken now almost an hour. It's too much speak, too much to listen for everyone. Okay, let's go through the homework thing. Mikä se on? Mikä tämä on? Open your notebooks and try to find that exercise. I will open it for you also from here. It's homework 19th of November, 19. Marraskuuta. Let's see. Okay. You should see the thing that I'm sharing with you right now. Am I correct? Can you see what I share? Can you see? Kiitos. Yes, thank you. Okay. Ensimmäinen. Aman. Please tell the first sentence. What did you write there? This is a pen. How do you put it in Finnish? Muhammad Aman. If there is some issue in microphones, you can also write it to the chat box. The correct answer. What is the sentence here? This is a pen. What is it in Finnish? Aman, if the connection is not, if the voice is not connected, you can just write it to the chat box.
Teonkainen.
Joo, kyllä. Kiitos. It's correct. Hyvä. Se on kynä. But now just remember you need only one ä there. This is a pen. Se on kynä. It's actually, we change a bit. We say tämä on, this is. Tämä on kynä. If you say se on kynä, it means it is a pen. I put it in a chat box. It is a pen. But when you are seeing this, use the pronoun tämä, this. It's a demonstrative pronoun. It's kind of assumes that you are showing the thing. Tämä on kynä. This is a pen. Yes. Okay, seuraava. The next one. Is this a pen? Rantava, could you tell that one? Is this a pen?
Onko tämä kynä?
Hyvä. Kyllä. Onko tämä kynä?
Kynä.
Yes. Is this a pen? So use the word kynä in its basic form in these sentences. Tämä on kynä. Onko tämä kynä? Hyvä. Very good. Sitten vähän pidempi lause. A bit longer sentence here. Farah Batul. Farah, sano tämä. Your voice is not coming through. If it's not working, the microphone, then just write the sentence. No, this isn't a pen, it's a chair. No, this isn't a pen, it's a chair. So you start with A. Joo, ei. Tämä ei ole kynä, se on tuoli. Hyvä, ihan oikein. Very good, Farah, very good. Ei, tämä ei ole kynä. No, this isn't a pen. Tämä ei ole kynä. Se on. Now you see it is, it's. So then you have to use the pronoun se. Se on. Se on tuoli. Exactly like Farah just wrote. Okay. Lareib, I study Finnish. How you put that one? No, suomea. Minä opiskelen suomea. Opiskelen suomea. I study Finnish. Very good. Sitten vähän pidempi lause. Again, a bit longer sentence here. Rafiq. Rafiq. Abdullah. You can go with this one. Teacher teaches Finnish. She doesn't teach Urdu.
Opettaja opettaa suomea.
Hyvä. Opettaja opettaa suomea. You're correct. It's correct. Se on oikein. She doesn't teach Urdu. Continue. Just say this one to Abdullah. Abdullah, you can say the last part of the sentence also. Just click the microphone open.
क्यों नहीं बोल रहे भाई?
बोल Sina.
Hän. Doesn't. Hän. I help you a bit. Okay. Hän. Ei. If it's hän, you say ei. Opeta. Hän ei opeta. She doesn't teach.
Hän ei opeta urdua.
Hyvä. Urdua. Very good. You have there the partitive form. Hän ei opeta urtua. Let's put the whole thing in here. Opettaja opettaa suomea. Hän ei opeta urtua. Kiitos. That's how you put it. Opettaja opettaa suomea. Hän ei opeta urdua. Well, you can obviously think it's Inkeri. Inkeri doesn't know Urdu at all. So there might be Inkeri opettaa suomea. Inkeri ei opeta urdua. Usama Asif. Usama Asif. How do you put this one? What is that? What's that?
Mikä tämä on?
Joo. Mikä tämä on?
Mikä on?
Maybe if you say mikä tämä on, you should say what is this. But do you remember the pronoun for that if it's a bit further away?
Mikä tuo on?
Joo, it's better. Mikä tuo on? What's that? Maybe it's something a bit further away. You say mikä tuo on? What is that? Hyvä, kiitos. Sitten. Ikram. Ikram. Is that a book?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Is that a book, Ikram? How do you say it in Finnish?
Yes. Tämä onko kirja?
Yeah. Onko? That is tuo. Onko tuo?
Onko tuo kirja?
Yes. Onko tuo kirja? Is that a book? Like you're showing something a bit further. Onko tuo kirja? Is that a book? Is this a book would be onko tämä? Is this? Onko tämä kirja? So tuo,
Yes.
you show something a bit further away, and tämä is closer, something that is a bit closer to you. Yes. Kiitos, Ikram. Kiitos.
Thank you, ma'am. Kiitos.
Vagar. Vagar, no, it's not a book, it's a bag.
Ei ole kirja.
Ole kirja. Ei, se ei ole kirja. Hyvä. It's a bag.
Se on laukkua.
Just put it in basic form. Se on laukku. No need to put here the particle. Yeah. Ei, se ei ole kirja. Se on laukku. It's a bag. Ei, se ei ole kirja. Se on laukku. It's a bag. Those partitive form, you need it many times also, but in this sentence, with this structure, you need the basic form. In last test, you had the thing when we talked about numbers. After numbers, you always use partitive, and also in other different sentence structures need it also. But in these structures, you can just use the basic form. Okay, kiitos. Zain, is your name Lisa?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, is your name Lisa? How you put it in Finnish?
Ei, sinun nimi on Lisa.
Yes, and you have to put it in. You have to put it in a question form.
Sinun nimi on Lisa.
Yes, I will help you a bit. I will have to close the microphone because it makes this very high, some voice there, so noise. So you made it quite correctly, but now you have to make it a question. So sinun nimi on Lisa. Your name is Lisa. But when you are asking, you put it on the other way around. On, and then you put the question. Onko? Onko sinun nimi Liisa? Onko sinun nimi Liisa? Is your name Liisa? onko sinun nimi Liisa? So, sinun nimi on, your name is, sinun nimi on, your name is. Onko sinun nimi? Onko sinun nimi? Is your name? Yes. Yes. Hyvä. Kiitos Zain. Hussein. Azar Hussein. No, my name is
Yes,
not
ma'am.
Liisa. No, sano tämä. Say this one. No, my name is not Liisa.
Minun nimi ole Lisa.
Hyvä. Ei. Minun nimi ei ole.
Lisa.
Hyvä. Ei, minun nimi ei ole Liisa. No, my name is not Liisa. Very good. Then Navid. Are you Mikko? Yes, I am Mikko. Mikko is a man's name in Finland.
Oletko sinä Leko?
Joo,
Olen minä olen Leko.
kyllä. Very good. Are you Mikko? Oletko sinä Mikko? And then you said, kyllä.
Olen minä olen Leko.
Kyllä, minä olen Mikko. Very good. Minä olen Mikko. Yeah. This is how it goes. Great. That's about the homework thing. I hope you followed with me. If there were some problems you didn't understand what happened there, then just try to check the notes from the last time. How do you make these forms? Okay, then we will go forward. Hyvin meni. Well done. I will now open the word wall exercise about making the questions. I have it here already. No. So let's see if the internet connection is on our side. Okay, let's try first. Let's do the word wall exercise where you have to make the negative form. I think we haven't practiced this very much, so let's try from this one. Just a minute and I will share it. Would it work a bit easier if I would just share you the screen? We don't need the voice now, so maybe this one could be. There are a few different, I'm sorry, I'm talking by myself now, but there are a few different ways how to share something, so I'm not always sure that which one is the one that goes through the works with this internet connection better. But let's try it like this now. So I am sharing you the screen. This one you can then do also at home by yourself, like multiple times. It will give you all the correct answers also. This is in a Padlet. Okay, this one goes so that you will get one set of words, I would say. Minä ei katsoa. And then you have to make this like a negative sentence. So take this a personal pronoun, then you take ei and you make it in a correct form, and then you try to figure out what's the correct form of this verb. And that's how you make a negative sentence out of it. Let's see who didn't say anything yet. I'm trying to, maybe it was Kubeib. Maybe Kubeib's turn is now. Kubei, you can try this one. How would you say a negative sentence from this? I don't look. Katsoa is to look with your eyes. Kubei, you can try this one. I'll help you then if needed.
Minä
Mm?
ei katsoa.
Yeah, minä, and which form you take from the negative verb?
Mm,
Minä,
ei,
minä en. With minä,
en.
you need n. You always have
Mm.
n letter with minä, yeah?
Mm.
And then the form from the verb. What would be the correct form from this one? It's the same as minä form, but without n. Minä
Mä
en.
katsoa.
Yes, if you would say in positive sentence like I look, you would say minä katson. You would have n there. But now you have to take
Okay.
that n away and you are left only with the body of the word, the stem of the word. It is katso.
Katso.
Yes. So the sentence is, I'll show you. Minä en katso.
Minä en katso.
Hyvä. That's correct. Minä en katso. I don't look. I don't look. Minä en katso. Kiitos, Kubei. So this is how you work with these ones. Also at home when you are practicing, you are seeing the first thing here and then the words here, and then you have to make the sentence. Who didn't say anything yet? I'm not quite sure, but there is Irfan next to, in my list, Irfan is there next to Kubeib. So Irfan, you tried this one. Irfan. Ayman. Irfan. I can't hear your voice. It doesn't come through. Is there someone else whose microphone gives some? Yeah.
A
Mm?
and
Hän?
Rakasta.
Joo. Hän ei rakasta. Hän ei rakasta. Yeah. So hän, with hän you use the a word, which is like no or not. You use it in this form. And then,
A negative word.
yep, hän ei rakasta. It looks like this. Hyvä. Hän ei rakasta. There is a question in a chat box. Where do we use word ole? For example, I will put now something to your chat box. If you are saying like minä en ole. I am not. I am not. Also, sinä et ole. I'm using chat box now. Sinä et ole. You are not. Hän ei ole. He is not. He's not, or she. He or she in this case. Remember, always both. Hän ei ole. He's not. She's not. Me emme ole. We are not. Te ette ole. You are not. In plural, this one is in plural. He eivät ole. They are not. So I'm sorry, the connection is lagging a bit because I'm showing the screen at the same time. They are not. It doesn't let me click it there now, but I will do it later. So olla is the same as in English verb to be, olla. And then when you need that verb, then you say ole. It comes from minä olen. Minä olen. If you take the N out, then you are left with the stem of the word, stem or the body of that verb, ole. Now maybe this lets me put it in. Okay, so that's where you use the verb ole, that form. Okay, let's see if we can still go on. Let's see who is next in my list. This Teams view is now so slow because I'm sharing the screen that I can't see your names on the screen. It doesn't give me, the name doesn't pop up there. So maybe we do so that, okay, now something is happening. Lareib. How would you say this one? Lareib. I think Lareib, maybe we lost her for a while, or maybe she can go to some other. Okay, we just go forward and check if someone else can say it. Aman, Muhammad Aman, can you say this one? You don't sit. How do you say that in Finnish? If the voice is not coming through, just write to the chat box. Everyone can think about it at the same time. You don't sit. You don't sit. This is now making it extremely slow. Let's do it so that I stop the sharing. I stop the sharing now, and let's see if it starts working better. And I can give you the sentences to the chat box also. Te ei istu. I put it into the chat box. Let's see if it starts working better. Okay, you don't see it anymore. I stopped the sharing because it seems that internet, the connection doesn't, it starts lagging so badly. But I have put the same sentence, same words into the chat box. Te ei istu. istu. You don't sit. Muhammad Aman, can you write the answer there? How would you make the sentence out of this? Yes, Aman, you can say.
M is the man.
Yeah. If you say you don't sit.
You don't sit.
Te. Then you have to have the negative. Te.
A.
Ette.
Ette. Te. Ette. Istum.
Istu. Yeah, it's correct. Te ette istu. That's how it goes.
Istum.
Te ette
Okay.
istu. Yes, te
Te
ette
ette istu.
istu. Joo, hyvä. Kiitos.
Yeah.
Let's use the chat box to do this exercise because there's no use for putting it onto the screen share because it doesn't now work as it should. I will give you a sentence to the chat box. Sinä ei puhu. Sinä ei puhu. Navid. Sinä ei puhu. How would you make a sentence, negative sentence out from these words? Actually, it's puhua. Joo. Sinä et puhu. Yeah. Your voice comes in a very, very small voice, but I can still hear when you say it. Yeah. Sinä. Yeah. Sinä et puhu. You don't speak. Sinä et puhu. Good. He ei naura. Nauraa. Just a minute, I wrote it wrong. Nauraa, now it's correctly there in a chat box. Nauraa is to laugh. To laugh. If someone is happy, they are laughing. Yeah, that is laugh. To laugh. Nauraa. Joo. Azar Hussein. Hussein, you can do this one. He ei
Yes, ma'am.
nauraa. Try this one.
Eivät naura.
Very good. Ihan oikein. Hyvä. He eivät naura. He eivät naura. Joo. Next one. Me ei tanssia. Tanssia is to dance. To dance. Maybe in some party you are dancing there. But in this one you have to say, we don't dance. We don't dance. Zain, how would you put this?
Me emme tanssi.
Very good. Me emme tanssi. Yeah, me emme tanssi. It was correct. We don't dance. Sinä ei. Sinä ei. And the verb is laulaa. Laulaa is to sing a song, to sing. Sinä ei laulaa. It was Zainab Ikram. Sinä ei laulaa. How would you put that? Sinä? What did you say after that?
Sinä ei laula.
Yeah, but with sinä, what is the A word you need with sinä? You need T.
Sinä
Mhm.
et
Et.
laula.
Sinä et laula. Like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Sinä
Kiitos.
et laula.
Joo, sinä et
Kiitos,
laula.
ma'am.
You don't sing. Sinä et laula. Hän laulaa, to sing. To sing. Like la 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 la. So that is to sing. Laulaa, to sing. Hän ei, how about hän ei seisoa. Hän ei seisoa. Hän ei seisoa. Usama asia. Hän ei seisoa.
आप लोगों के साथ ए में हमारा ग्रुप
Hän ei seiso. Usama asia. Hän ei seiso. Joo, it's good. Hän ei seiso. Hän ei seiso. Very good. I write it also here so you can see. I have the dots here so I can add the dots. Hän ei seiso. It's correct. Se on oikein. It's correct. Se on oikein. Hän ei seiso. Stand. Seisoa is to stand. Maybe somebody sitting on a chair is not standing. So to stand is seiso. Let's do a few more before we call it a day. Minä ei ostaa. Abdullah. Minä ei ostaa. Ostaa is to buy. To buy. You go to a store and buy, maybe you buy trousers or you buy food. But in this case, I don't buy.
Minä en osta.
Joo. Minä en osta. Joo, hyvä. Minä en osta. En osta. I won't buy it. I'm not going to buy it. I don't buy it. Minä en osta. I don't buy. Let's put me ei kysyä. Me ei kysyä. Farah Batul. Me ei kysyä. We don't ask. Kysyä is to ask. Quite good. But the last you can drop out. So just like this. Me, emme. So emme word is without the letter Finnish E. You don't need E there. So you write it me, emme. We don't. Me emme kysy. Me emme kysy. We don't ask. So this A word, this little negative meaning not or no, that one appears in these forms. Minä en. I'm putting this to the chat box. Minä en. Sinä et. Hän ei. Me emme. Te ette. He eivät. You can see the same thing, also these forms you can find from your booklet. I think it's in many places there maybe, but also in page 16, sivu 16. You can also see these A forms also here. But there the verb that has been conjugated is verb to be, which is olla. olla verb. So, dear friends, hyvät ystävät, tämä alkaa olla tässä. This starts to be it now. So, when you go home, there are these 2 word wall exercises there, and of course, all the other exercises we have done before. So, practice the one that I showed you from the screen. That didn't work very well because of the internet, but you can do it by yourself. Do it for yourself as many times as you need to learn how it goes. And also do the other exercise, that word wall exercise with ending kokkö, with a question, how to make a question. So next time we can continue from that. Kiitos tästä päivästä. Hyvää viikonloppua kaikille. Hyvää viikonloppua. Have a great weekend, everyone. Hyvää viikonloppua. I put it in the chat box if you don't remember how to write it. Hyvää viikonloppua. Nähdään ensi viikolla. See you next week. Moikka. Moi moi. Heippa.